we're gonna do a table coating today. I'm gonna go for some fall colors. I have my little recipe here. I'm using metallic pearls. I'm using a chestnut brown. I'm using sandbar, which is like a gold, and then ice white pigment. So hang out and we're gonna go step by step. Gonna start with some clear. Lay that down, spread it out, and then we'll get our colors set up and pour everything out. I'm just gonna let that sit upside down while I get my colors over here, and then we're gonna get them I'm just gonna alternate all these colors into the same cup until they're gone, and it doesn't matter what order you pour them in. I try to stay in the same spot with pouring it down the side, but you do not have to do that as long as it goes in the cup. Each pour is going to look different. So that first one I stuck the brown and the gold together. This one I'm going to do them separate. And I have about twice as much of the white than the brown and the gold. I'm going to save a little bit of this dark just to do some accents. And then I did make a little cup with some gold spray paint. So once we see what it looks like, I might add some lines with the gold as well. All right, so since this is a dirty pour, I just flipped my cups that I emptied because there's not a specific pattern. This is what our combo looks like in the cup. There is a little side angle. Oops, sorry. I'm gonna get rid of these. This I'm saving for accents. Gonna get rid of these, and then I'm gonna spread my clear. So I'm just gonna spread that out a little bit, and it's fine to spread those out too. This is just gonna kind of be the base so that everything slides around, moves a little bit better. All right, time for the magic. You're just gonna pour all that out and then let it spread out and probably let it sit for about 10 to 15 minutes and then start adding some accents in it once it thickens up a little bit more. And that's going to vary depending on the temperature and the resin that you use. All right, so we have this laid out. I'm going to tilt it a little bit and heat it up with the heat gun. And then we're going to leave it alone to thicken up a little bit and add some accents. If I put them in now, they'll just kind of disappear. So I stopped tilting because I really like this and I want to try to keep it. So I'm going to blow the rest out to try to cover over here. And then I'm going to let it sit for a little bit. All right, so it's been about 20 minutes and you can see that this is a lot thicker. So I'm gonna pour this in. We're gonna add like an accent line. And I'm thinking I'm gonna follow this line here. And I'm just gonna dump it in. So I added the spray paint right into the resin here, and I'm gonna take and drag my popsicle stick through just to do a couple more accents. And they're gonna be very subtle and thin. I'm gonna go through our line here. guys, we're just softening it up a little bit with the heat gun, and then I'm gonna go over and torch for bubbles. Now that we're done torching, we're just gonna come in here and spritz some alcohol on it, and it's gonna change it up a little bit. And we are not going to torch it after we did that, or it'll catch on fire. So we're gonna let this settle in a little bit. I feel like when you do this spritz, it gives it more of a stone look when the alcohol hits it. Again, this will still continue to change and look a little bit different as it dries and as it flows more. And then when we pull the tape, it'll look totally different when we're done. Same colors, but different design. All right, guys, we are at the point where it's really syrupy here. So it's a lot thicker. So we're gonna pull our tape and walk away. And after this runs over the sides a little bit, we're going to take our hand and run it around so that everything gets nice and covered. I am going to let it run a little bit first, and then after we get like a good drip going on, then I will take my gloved hand and run it around nice and smooth. And then I also am going to go over the top again with a torch to make sure we pop any bubbles. And if I see any places where it needs help, like right here, can you zoom on that? Or not really? There's a hole right here where the resin is not covering. So in order to fix that, you see it right there? Just tap, 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 and that filled in. And this is going to continue to run, so you don't have to worry about messing up your design. Basically, we just want to smooth everything out, make sure it's flowing over, so your sides get a nice covered professional finish. And that's it. Now we wait. Hey guys, it's Dana from MOY Resin Envy, and this is our reveal on our dirty, poor tabletop that we repurposed. I think it turned out pretty good. We have some cool little designs in here that we'll zoom in on then. Let us know what you guys think. Got a little heart here. That's my favorite.